I go to the gym, I have an appointment, it's on my schedule. And I have a trainer, a physical trainer. He's all cut up and in shape, and he's sadistic. Sometimes it feels like he's trying to kill me. And I think I'm crazy because I'm paying him to kill me. And every now and then I'm lying on that flat bench. Anybody know what I'm talking about? And I got that big piece of iron in front of me. And my trainer had the nerve to say to me, "Reverend, you did that weight last week, but we got to put some more on this week." I said, "Why? I thought I was doing pretty good last week. Why can't I just keep doing that?" He said, "It's really the last 2 or 3 that count. What I've got to do is I've got to take you to failure." I said, "What do you mean take me to failure? I'm used to achieving. I don't want to go to failure. I want to achieve. I'm not paying you to make me fail. I'm paying you to make me achieve." He said, "No, Reverend, I got to take you to failure. In other words, I got to push those muscles as far as they can go. And when you give in and you can't do anymore, guess what? That's when the real work is starting to happen. That's what's going to make you better. You got to go to failure." I said, well, if I go to failure, I'm lying on this flat bench. I got this weight on top of me. If I go to failure, that weight's going to come down on me, and I'm not going to be able to stand on Sunday morning and preach at Ebenezer Church. He said, "Don't worry about it. Even though you're going to failure, I'm going to spot you." What do you mean? I mean, I'm going to stand up over you, and I'm going to hold the weight. But I want you to lift the weight while I hold the weight. I'm going to hold the weight while you lift the weight. And so I closed my eyes, reached down deep, thought I didn't have it, kept pushing. All of a sudden, I felt that thing moving. I felt mighty strong. Hercules. I opened my eyes, and my trainer had picked up the weight. But he pushed me to failure. Can I tell you, I can lift now more than I've ever been able to lift. Why? Because I went to failure. There's somebody who's been fishing along the seashore. God's been telling you to launch out into the deep. And because you messed up, you're afraid to try again. God told me to tell you this Sunday morning, you ought to allow God to push you to failure. Because when you fail, guess what? While you're pushing, he's holding. While he's holding, all you got to do is push. While you push, God is holding the weight. And while he's holding the weight, you just push the weight. And you'll discover that you can do more than you thought you could do. Now I look back, and the weight I used to be unable to lift, I can lift now. Now I look back, and the stuff that used to get on my nerves doesn't bother me anymore. Now I look back, and the things that used to be tribulation are now child's play. Now I look back, and the temptations that used to tempt me don't even bother me anymore. Now I look back, I used to cuss you out. Now I say praise the Lord. I used to give up. Now I keep on pushing. I used to wallow in my mess. Now I know how to stand up. I used to fall back. Now I know how to press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. Everybody ought to push. You ought to push. You ought to push. You ought to press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God.